So colleagues, let's get started. Fresh review of key areas today. Foreign exchange market, precious metals, cryptocurrencies. Considering the news and wave analysis. Key topics. Yes, it concerns the dollar. Focus on the dollar. Dynamics rely on expectations. On the Federal Reserve's monetary policy. Special attention. This week we will have the Japanese yen available. Dollar, yen, its weakness has increased. Intervention risks are created. What should you watch this week? Key US economic data on inflation, job growth and economy. They can create unexpected and rapid movements when in pairs with a dollar. Guys, turn on the economic calendar. Thursday, Wednesday. We will have a lot of important news there. All this will affect the market. News always reflects us. Mood. Let's start with cryptocurrencies then. Ethereum is our top cryptocurrency. Ethereum updates are happening now. We are diligently working on the completion. Fifth wave. We experienced a noticeable decrease within 2 to 4 times. Four, 5. How to understand when the fifth wave ends. When the channel breaks, we finish the fifth wave. There was a channel breakdown today and last night. Then there was testing. Discussion about the small channel test. Consolidation. I believe that these may indeed be the initial signs of a reversal that is already in the air. To conclude, fifth wave breakout of the Redis channel, then proceed to ABC for correction. Good opportunities to buy Ether always exist. Trading wave analysis, adhere to risk management. Profit 2 to 3 times greater. I had this here. The entry point for my trade is here, and I have set a stop loss of around $1,000. And my profit consistently hovers around 50%. Fibonacci measurement. This is the average probability. Completion of BC correction. Also BC correction. Most often, the fourth wave liquidity is removed, and therefore as well. When trading this correction, consider the additional 4 factors. Because the fourth wave will often be liquidity was taken out. Here's the profit. Our profit here is in Ether. One deal is 1 to 4 for 4 to 200. This is for the guys. Key market rule. Risk management and executing transactions. 1 to 4, 1 to 3, and 5. I only enter a position in these specific cases. I have enough. Out of 10 deals, 2, 3 of these deals will be closed in the plus. I will be earning by then. That is, many traders of this is what they truly don't understand. Do not monitor risks. They don't put stops. They often add more positions in the market and ultimately end up draining their capital. Typical beginner mistakes are being referenced. That's why, colleagues, trading recommendation 01. Today I'll try to buy the company. If you have. If you want, you can come here, stop put here, place the tag and finalize the deal. 1 to 4. To analytics, that is, while the market has not yet significantly grown. Well, always take risks, guys. Because my trading recommendations, sometimes they close and losses. Yes, but in any case, I will work on every opportunity. The more opportunities I pursue, the more money I make. That is, I don't invest all my money in one deal. Yes, I'm better. I will make 10 deals and let half go minus. Half plus and 1.2. In just 1 to 3 days, I will earn my profit. So I'm holding on to the purchase for now. I'm waiting for ABC correction next. Bitcoin, guys, literally yesterday, I made a post, daily time frame analysis. A formation is occurring on the daily time frame. First verse, second verse, third, fourth, fifth wave of progress. Everything is on the rise. Trend. And after the fifth wave, we observe an ABC correction occurring in opposite direction. And here we finally finish up our continued downward movement along the border. Downward channel. Now I assume so. Even if you examine a higher time frame carefully, then maybe we had it impulse. We know that the impulses consist of 5 waves. The correction includes 3 ABS. Yes, and it can be 1, 2, and there may be 3 more. Bitcoin will soar to a new all-time high. This resembles a potential event, but more on that later. It's too early to say, because for us, the upcoming 5-wave upward movement form the first and second waves. Many traders forget this. Beginners often make this major mistake. They always question yourself. How to work when it ends wave CA? The answer is very simple. Wait for the formation of the first, second wave to work out 3, 4, 5. Yes, because the first and second waves represent the initial stages of trends for us. The third and fourth wave belong to us. The middle of the trend, we consider it the fifth wave, end of the trend. That's precisely the reason why I focus on trading wave analysis, to understand what market structure am I in now, and very easy. And it is precisely the waves that help in this regard. That's why, guys, Bitcoin today. The opportunity to buy has passed. Impulse wave starts. Next upward impulse is possible. Channel boundaries. I also trade on the 4-hour chart. Time frame towards the daily one. Time frame. Our primary entry point was scheduled for 4 o'clock. Time frame of up to 4. Here we are forming the first, second day, third, fourth. And here she is. Fifth wave, decrease. Today I broke a 5-piece toy set on the weekend. Broke the fifth wave into Suba waves. Look what I got. That is when you observe a large number. Falling highs, falling lows. Yes, that's all the same. Read as subwaves. Yes, and in impulse we usually go 5 mornings. But we have skilled individuals who have received training and know what to do. I've at least read Vololet's book. Yes, we can have it. Stretching occurs within one of the impulse waves during movement. Is it first, third, or fifth? In just one wave it can be. This perspective is based on wave analysis. We had a structure. Next is 2/3 of the longest. The fourth is limited to the first and fifth. That is, it turns out we have the third wave stretched out here. Next comes the fourth. Next comes the fifth. That is, it turns out that way. By Bitcoin in us, with a high probability the fifth wave is ending. The channel is being breached. I anticipate this type of movement, moving upward within the ABC correction phase. Currently, we have Ethereum and Bitcoin among cryptocurrencies. A growth correction seems likely. We can go to areas 102 and 103. Yes, in these small areas here. Let's look again. What was my risk? What is the profit? Because it is a key quality of a trader. Any strategy must be supported. The right risk. Here I have 3% loss on profit. I have 8% profit. Here the deal is 1 to 3. The deal is 1 to 3. That is in principle a normal position. I usually have 1%, 2%, 3%. There's only a stop on Bitcoin. It turns out huge. 5,000 and I stretched it 1 to 3 on the air. I'm 1% observing. That's why I'm holding on to Bitcoin purchases until I have $500 in profit. Let's go further, guys, with gold. Gold analysis on the daily time frame. Our gold is currently forming a triangle. Let's see everything. The overall trend is upward within the framework. Second, third, there is also a triangle. Times 2, 3. We can already see it. There are 2 rising lows here, 2 falling highs. It's all a triangle model. And then you need to wait for the exit from the triangle. What is a triangle? A triangle is often found. Is corrective, the corrective wave leading to wave number 4. So it is highly likely that if conditions stay the same here, we can now proceed to the upcoming 5th wave. And even then the growth of the 5th wave may continue. If the triangle pattern breaks downwards in the near future, we will have it then. This model is based on wave markings, that it was wave A, it was wave B, and this will represent the next significant wave from before, which will update the minimum of wave A, but this. All will eventually be revealed. When will we break the triangle down? Price remains in the triangle. Predicting serves no purpose. Where will the gold go? Some individuals exist who always want to know where the price will go, but when the price is in a triangle, I can't know where it will go up or down. Some can go up and down as well. My main goal is to enter profitably so that I can make a brief stop and secure a big profit. This is our main task. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame. On a 4-hour time frame, we have more or less formed a structure here. First stone, wall, impulse, second correction. Then a triangle is formed. Looks like the first one. Second subwave in a triangle. And even now it is still not entirely clear. Breakout from the triangle is expected, or there won't be. Yes, if there is a breakdown, Then maybe we'll go for a 3 and update the maximum. First subwave. The fourth will occur. Then the fifth. Maybe a 3 here. It's in gold because it will end. As I said last week, prefer growth-focused purchases. Need to wait for triangle breakout. Something appears to be breaking out of a triangle. But somehow we went uncertainly. Yes. The candle went up and stopped for now. Although there should be breakout candle, which is approximately somewhere around these. Liquidity withdrawal will begin at maximum. And then we will already be in some kind of plus without losses. That's why the situation with gold remains difficult for now. We'll see how the market opens tomorrow. Important news is expected Wednesday and Thursday. I'm still considering a bullish buy scenario. That it was the first, second wave, third, fourth, fifth will be on top. The second scenario for gold is current. Again, return to the triangle. The breakdown will occur downwards, but a downward breakout event. Must be considered sales because we have it on the daily time frame. A potential wave of CT down. And you can try that too. We'll work out such a position 1 to 1 to 3. That is all attention. All focus of attention now is on the triangle. Here's for gold. Summary. Breakdown of the triangle. Determine the next market direction. Of course, it's more logical. On the daily time frame of gold. Guys, I think for those who have been trading in the market for a long time, we see the first rebound here. Second rebound. Third bounce, here it is. Here is the fourth rebound. I see such a bullish. The video serves as a reversal model. Reversal pin bars and similar patterns exist. Plus 4 rebounds. It's quite possible that we can go on to the next move, right up to this upper limit. A downward rebound may occur again, or a breakout upward movement. The guys currently possess gold. We have been in a period of consolidation mode for the second consecutive week now. Unfortunately, guys, no profit can be generated here. Until the gold comes out of this triangle, the impulse wave won't begin. For us to make money here, we need a significant triangle breakout. There, after the triangle is broken, it begins. The most intriguing market offerings. The market trend could align well with December. These are New Year's rallies. They might be gold. December will bring everything to fruition. So for now, we'll hold on to our purchases. Let's proceed to examine the next market available. Let's have some companies too. We examined Tesla today. Tesla trades in both the stock market and cryptocurrencies. Tesla states it's a daily time frame. The overall structure is an upward trend. Otherwise, next I draw the waves. First impulse noted. Second wave in ABCD. Next is the third wave. The impulse reaches levels of 161 and 8. What tells us good upward trend? After this comes the correction ABC. The fourth wave should not go beyond the height of wave 1, ideally, because the 3 reached the stop, and 8 confirming that we have a strong trend. Thus, possibly with a high probability, this is where this correction will end. If tomorrow I see a channel breakdown on Tesla, that's where it will be. There is significant growth potential for the fifth wave. The fifth wave typically concludes at 261 and 8. That is, Tesla can continue to grow our honeycombs. Our honeycombs will stay with us. Classical, the model is 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 600 with ABS correction. I plan to work on it. 5, and then proceed to work on ABS correction in the opposite direction. So guys, let's talk about Tesla for now. Either wait for a breakout or enter with a short stop. Transaction risk remains a concern. You are now 447, risk of 1.5% per transaction. We must start generating profit. For some reason, I don't have a profit. Box. We earn a profit of 6,000. The deal is almost 1516 in the fifth wave. I'm trying to resolve it. I think there's still one more impulse missing to complete this. Full 5-wave movement. Market trends fluctuate in waves. Understanding this is essential. That very grail, everyone wants it. Exactly 5 waves. 5 waves is that what many are looking for. That grail These aren't indicators, namely 5 waves, third practice, 5th wave workout capability. Plus, you definitely need to improve your psychology a little. Let's move on, guys. Our next focus of analysis is the oil market and its current trends. By the way, today we have an oil market. I shared an intriguing markup on Instagram. First impulse wave is forming. Second correction. Next we have the third impulse wave. Fourth correction. And then there is this kind of decline. Something in the descending channel appears to be starting to decline. Maybe the decline reaches its peak by the 5th wave. And while we have oil, we proceed with closed channel subscribers. Hold for sale. So far we have $1,000 in profit. And on the 4-hour time frame chart, we also have it here. Let's go with the daily time frame. The lady was first, second. Next is the third and fourth. So we're waiting for this $5 drop down. The market appears to be still. It's gradually decreasing, but you know, like this. A strong force causes it to fall. No impulse exists prior. There might be a weak trend, possible similar to a correction, but I would look at oil, but above this channel there is a buy. For purchase, here below the channel for sale. All is for sale. Higher for purchase. Here are my 2 oil trading scenarios for this week. My deal is essentially risk-free. It costs us $240 without a break-even point. I've already sold it right here. We sold oil in a closed channel. We waited for as many guys as possible. Watch 20, the 4th of October. We waited for 1 month. We waited an entire month just for this particular position. For oil. Yes, that is once 2, 3, 4. Then everything seems to gradually decrease. I had to wait for a whole month. This is what you need to be prepared for. What's on the market? Not all deals will always go according to plan. And 4 hours usually takes 2-3 weeks. And at times it can be 2 months when the market is relatively inactive. You haven't lost anything in this market. We maintain sales. We made a risk-free bet. Then either you will have to buy without losing money, or we will still proceed down to the goals ahead. So for now regarding oil, I still have ongoing sales. $1,000 in profit so far, but only 1 month. I had to wait. This is very important. Psychology insights. Not everyone can wait a month. And if he closes it without a loss. And I just waited for a month. And this, guys, is part of trading. This happens in trading. It happens very often. You wait 2-3 weeks. The deal typically ends with a stop loss. It can become quite unpleasant. When you make 20 trades daily, that 10 left, minus 10 pull on 2. Risk of profit, you earned your first 10%. It works exactly that way. Concentrate on one deal. Everything is lost. No one left for a position. It all works completely differently. The first instrument in the foreign exchange market is introduced. Euro-dollar analysis. Sales for the euro and dollar opened last week. Analytics enabled channel. I gave sales. $630 profit achieved. This reflects the current market context. We had an upward trend. 5 up, ABS correction, then the first wave. Up and B, C down. This is a regular type of correction. C should go down below wave A. Yes, and then perhaps the 3 will visit this place again, reaching up to 1.2290. But here's the thing, until we finish the wave and impulse. Naturally, it won't start at all. Here, within the descending channel, we hold sales and wait, minimizing the wave's value. And because C consistently exceeds the speed of the wave. And then on a detailed 4-hour time frame for analysis. Here, everything is incredibly clear and understandable for us. So there is a downward trend here. First impulse within framework. Second correction. Third impulse. Fourth correction. There is a downward movement involved. Fifth wave. Here is the 5th wave. Reduction. We must achieve. Level 261 and 8, according to Fibonacci, the 3rd wave hit levels of 161 and 8. Normal trend indicated. Good impulses. Next impulse is expected around the 1.113 area. Then 50 is somewhere in this area. That's why euro-dollar, I continue. Hold. Sales are declining and we anticipate further decreases. The next tool for the guys is the dollar-yen. There is an intriguing structure for the dollar-yen. Upward trend observed here. second, third, fourth triangle, 5 to the fifth wave. Then in theory, we should already complete the fifth wave. We have 5 subbons in our top 5, if you can even see the noticeable stretch. But here it remains. Of course, we need to wait for this channel to break through, and then the BC correction will definitely begin. And even here, more conservative deals are made. More aggressive business deals are made here. No, throw it away. With short feet. That is specifically 2 distinct trading choices, 2 trading styles available for traders. So here I am already on Hayak. I have a stop button. I have $700 with a 7% profit earned. $7,000. My deal is going 110. I'm working it out now. The fifth wave completes, leading to an ABC correction. I'm not sure if I'll actually be able to successfully implement this. Let's take another look at the 4-hour time frame chart again. On a 4-hour time frame, here too, the upward trend prevails within the framework. First verse, second verse, third, fourth. The fifth is the longest. Here we have a total of 5 guys as well, just look. The original text is maximally stretched here. Gold was the trend. There's nowhere to draw the ascending one. But here, unfortunately, we experienced a significant channel breakdown. Channel breakdown available. Likely a row test issue. Maybe a channel. This may be within an hourly frame. Impulse is a correction, and then the next impulse. That is, this is a 5-wave downward movement. So for me, the dollar is the yen. I think it's starting to weaken little by little. This is the impulse-based correction. Examine the hourly chart. Our impulse appearance? Impulses typically consist of 5 subwaves. Yes, this is first and second. Third, fourth, fifth tone. That is, this is wave 1. Yes, number 1 is that I'm looking at the hourly time frame. Here, next is correction number 2. ABS correction is our second option. Well, and obviously, yes, this ascending channel is very aligns perfectly with the second wave. Lena moves beautifully, waiting for the next breakthrough impulse. Right here within the framework, the upcoming third wave will be our very own third wave. That is, the logic is 4 hours. Can it also be comprehensively understood within the specified hourly time frame? So why? But I like to trade the wave because I'm capable of accomplishing any of this descending downward movement, spread out gradually upwards on the hourly time frame. Understand for yourself. What exactly was that impulse? Was it truly a correction? Further on, there is even this upward movement. I can turn it on now. Then 15-minute chart. And you will see here on the 15-minute chart times 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 waves occurred here. And most likely the movement may end here then. And it will begin soon. This is ABC correction. General observation suggests a potential downward reversal. That's why it's very important to use waves correctly. You can use different time frames. Higher time frames have solid logic. You will manage this. More accurate transactions. When you learn, and it takes 4 hours to form logic. Logical 1. Yeah, well, let's give them 15. I'll explain the logic too. Yes, look at the 15-minute time frame. Here we have the first one, second, then third, fourth, fifth, the entire movement. This is already a BETC. Most likely it will go down now. Next move. That's why everything is available for sale, truly everything. Understanding the wave and time frames is key. I hardly watch 15 minutes each year. For me, the biggest priority is number 1, lay out as many as 4, and then you will be able to trade with more accuracy. I continue to hold both the dollar and yen. Sales, expecting a decline. I have a deal with risk, then 700 profit, $7,000. That is deal 110. If you engage in precisely these types of deals, such as 1 and 10, then you only need to make 2 transactions. 10 profitable trades out of 8 losing ones. And you will already be making your first percent. That is capital management. Few people gives you an important role in the trade. Key role. Traders exist in Dubaza. All trading occurs via this capital management. The trader who will make numerous trades, 1.10 ratio. Close 2 plus he will earn. Those people who don't put stops, failing to manage risks, will result in financial losses. Statistics are this way for a reason. That 90% for some reason lose everything, and many lose. I also noticed they have no capital. These ones. Deposits of $100, $200 for acceleration yield no positive results. It doesn't always work out. I speed up, and everything repeats in a cyclical pattern. Replenished and drained repeatedly. Risks of not following the training I do not pass. And it seems like nothing changes for people over the years. That's why my broadcast might be It might change something a little for someone. Risk is what matters most. Management, that's it. Then comes strategy, and then it goes psychology combined with strategy. Of course, the study of psychology probably comes first. Strategy is also important. It must be light with entry points. Be easy to simple. Here you go, guys. Revisiting the Canadian dollar today. Per dollar to the Canadian. Examine the daily time frame now. Well, as you can see, all the deals are positive. Yeah, they're basically. This week has begun for us. From the movement according to our scenarios last week, and according to analytics, who is in the closed channel? That is, everything is in the positive. If all this comes to a take now, maybe the end of December, you can take it, but the percentage is good. I'm already there and went in with Bitcoin. 30% risk, 9% profit. That is, in principle, you can make good money until this new year, because the holidays are coming soon and we need money for the holidays. Here is the daily time frame. We have the dollar Canadian first impulse, second correction, third impulse, fourth correction, fifth impulse downward trend. After this, we have ABC correction. We are still moving in an ascending channel. Basically, I suppose so. The correction can still go here and there, as if, well, the upward movement continues. That is, we are following the trend of the ascending channel, ascending for work days. To buy on a 4-hour time frame. Here, many of my students have also come to shop. Here you can see what the structure was. That is, there were first 5 waves upwards, then ABS correction. And then, yes, many people ask the question, what will happen after wave C? That is either a reversal or continuation of the trend. Everything happened here according to the book. That is, this is the first, this is the second one, then comes the third one, then the fourth, then the fifth. That is, everything here was so simple. Just wait for one to complete, completion 2, and work on 3. Perhaps there the Canadian dollar is $9, then profit. And the risk per transaction here is $300. Our profit is $3,000, also a 110 deal. That's what, the more aggressive the deal, the less, of course, better at taking risks, because it happens. First time knocked out, second time knocked out, the third one came in and took 10 of them. This happens often too. So don't think that these are such exact deals. 90% of the time they will close in the plus. That's why here too we work for purchase. We're working on it. Next, third wave. So guys, I'll remind everyone that we have a Black Friday sale going on right now. Who wants to join? And into our closed channel. Where do I send analytics with entry points? Daily update. Now you can trade even more instruments, and most importantly, follow the daily updates, because many people open positions and the market changes in 2 to 3 days and they don't see it, how things have changed. That is, this is exactly what happens in analytics. Daily analysis, daily updates. There are currently 40% discounts on all wave analysis plans. By the end of this month, that is, there is time until the end of the week, or you can subscribe for those interested. Can you write to me, direct or in Telegram? I'll write out the rates for you. Come on, guys. I'll turn on comments for now. You can ask questions. So I turned on comments. So who watches Telegram? Our comments are submitted by YouTube and Instagram. You can only watch it on Telegram. So I didn't understand Bitcoin at all. I draw using Fibonacci as if it didn't reach 260. So there was already gold. Give me gold, guys. What about gold? We have gold purchase in the works for purchase. I'm working on this for now. Scenario. First impulse, second correction, third impulse. If there is a breakout of the triangle, and I will expect the growth of the third wave to buy. I work with gold. So there will be a repeat on YouTube. Yes, it will be. I will keep the record mandatory. There's nothing to add about the guy's gold purchases yet. I'm still holding on to my purchases for today. How can we gain a foothold here? How will this day go as the day closes? It will be clearer tomorrow. And here it is. You said that it's better not to enter with $200. What is the best deb for comfortable trading for a beginner? Well, I think so. Comfortably, it starts from $500. That is, this is despite the fact that if you already know how to manage risks, when you know how to manage risks, if If you don't know how to manage risks, you can learn to observe risks using a smoke detector. Because if you don't know how to manage risks, the deposit does not matter. Even if you pour in 2,000, you'll lose this deposit anyway. Here, $200 is for overclocking. Most likely it won't be possible to accurately observe the risks there. What is the best deposit risk for trading? What percent is 1% risk per trade better to trade? Which broker can I work with in Kazakhstan? Guys, if anyone needs a broker recommendation, write to me in direct. I'll send you a link to the broker. I'll send you a link in Telegram direct. Write to me and tell me the country.